So I'm starting here with Luís Marques, Head of Data and AI at Link, and he's going to start the presentation and then handing over to me. Luís, please.
Thank you, Pedro. Really nice to before we start the conversation. Before we start the conversation with Pedro, that will share Novo Banco vision for data and AI, I would like to present our vision. So Link is an international and Iberian company working around the world with offices in 5 different countries. So we have a strong partnership with Microsoft. So it's more than 15 years of partnership with Microsoft, developing data and AI solutions since 2017, the time of Hadoop clusters. Also, we deliver more than 30 projects on data and AI on diverse industries. And with partnership with Novo Banco, we have one of the largest implementations of Microsoft Fabric to date. Thank you, Pedro, for the trust. Second, would like to share also the vision on technology, on Microsoft technology. So we deliver on these 3 main blocks: Fabric, Purview, and AI Foundry. And for that, we develop a set of software accelerators, not PowerPoint accelerators, software accelerators that allow us to fill the gap on some of these products and some of these technologies. For example, the data quality framework that sits on top of Fabric and allow you to build robust data quality tests. It's also integrated with Purview, a data governance framework for Purview that tries to solve one of the biggest problems in governance, that is lineage, data lineage. One of my favorites also is that automation framework, end-to-end automation with this technology, so what we call the DevOps and DataOps, so we can reduce business risk for the customer. FinOps, customers always ask us how much this will cost. So common question. We have a way to tell our customers a picture of their costs. Also, dashboards to allow them to control the costs. And finally, I'd say my favorite, because it's AI. This conference is all about AI. We have a Copilot extension that help you and allow you to move legacy codes from Oracle and SAS to Microsoft Fabric. So with this in mind, with this combo in mind, this technology in mind, I would like to start the conversation with Pedro, asking the first question is, why is Novo Banco deploying this new architecture with some of this technology?
OK, thank you, Luís. Listen, I'll try to make it really, really simple and practical. A year and a half ago, we defined a data strategy which has the beauty of simple things. We wanted to create value, that's pretty much obvious. We wanted to make sure that data was understood as a critical part of the bank's infrastructure or business infrastructure. It couldn't be just taken as a parallel thing. No, it's really the bloodstream of the bank. Gold is for customers. Data is the bloodstream providing opportunities for the bank to create value. And then we had to be compliant. Of course, you all know or suspect that banks are highly regulated, and we have a lot of do in terms of compliance and governance. With that in mind, and knowing that we had in the past several architecture and business pain points, I guess most of you could recognize them: slow time to market, low flexibility, hard to detect impacts on changing data and changing processes, real-time capabilities that were really lacking. Based on all that, we decided that we needed to create a real estate, or a data estate, that was to be sound, quality-checked, compliant, in an architecture that could serve all the bank as a single source of truth. And so that's why we embarked on this journey.
Okay, great. With that in mind, how that align with your Novo Banco strategy for the future?
Okay, so Novo Banco, the Portuguese at least know the story of Novo Banco. Novo Banco came to a new age a couple of years ago, sorting from the problems it had in the past and moving forward. And we have this principle of every euro spent must be accounted for in terms of value. That implied that we built a very robust pipeline of selection of projects and transformations we need to do, and data are part of that selection process at funnel. And so everything we transform, we think now of 4 pillars: technology, data, people, and processes. And all those 4 components are built into every project we do, so that we make sure that we're doing the right things. That implies that we also get the funding to do these kind of things. If there is money to be spent on a certain project, we can use that money to make things right, and then we can measure the value that we're creating again for the sake of the inclusion that we do of everything in the project. So this is absolutely key. Also, the compliance part is very important. Our relationship with the regulator has been improving throughout time, as recognized by the regulators in general in Europe and Portugal. And this is part of that strategy too. Having a sound data estate is key to provide this. So this is how we do it.
Yeah. I think most of us here would really like you to enumerate what you are actually doing in practice. So,
okay,
on the field.
Sure. This again is really simple. I think we came to a world. Most of us lived in a world where there were requirements. Then tech people would select suppliers and solutions to meet those requirements, made a lot of evaluation matrices and so on. I think the world has changed. The world has come from this requirement solution kind of chain to selection and exploration. What do I mean by this? I'm sure Microsoft could disagree with me, but I'm sure that Google could provide me a great cloud service. AWS could provide me a great cloud service, as Microsoft can provide me a great cloud service. All of them have these advantages. All of them will bring me things I never thought or dreamed of that I could explore and use to my benefit. And so we shortened the selection time. We went with Microsoft. We actually selected Microsoft before it was launched in November 23. So we selected it in September. And we did a 4-month kind of proof of concept on where we were heading. And then we spent 1 full year building the artifacts and the capabilities that would allow us to grow at scale. This was 2024 with linked support, and we did build a lot of those things that Luis talked about. And we built those capabilities. Now we are filling, not the pool, but we are filling everything we need to do from a data point of view into the new data architecture. And we think that we're going to be finished by 2026, allowing 2027 to complete the extinction of all the legacy systems that we have around data. So it's a 4-year plan that we're doing. Along this, we're doing a lot of things that Luis mentioned, but I would say this: we ran against Microsoft for a lot of features. So things that we really needed, and Microsoft wasn't still yet providing on the roadmap, we built them, even though we knew that we had to, maybe throw it away in a while. But we did it, and thanks God, most of the things are already in Microsoft Fabric, so they are catching up. I would highlight Purview as something where Microsoft is not yet catching up, so I would challenge Microsoft to please step up on the pedal on Purview. But we build everything Luis said, very good ML ops, and a very strong foundation for AI and Gen AI. This is sitting on the top of the same architecture that we have for data to make sure that every value we create, also with AI, sits on the same quality of data that we have before. I think that's it.
Thank you, Pedro. So that's all, just saying that if you have some more curiosity on all these things, tomorrow there is AI tour that Link and NovoBanco will present a more, I'd say, technical view on these aspects. If you find it useful, we wait for you tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you.